Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
Just 2 days after Ukraine's bold spider-web operation damaged over 40 Russian military aircraft, the war-torn region witnessed yet another shocking event. Ukraine launched an underwater drone attack on the Crimean Bridge, the vital link between Russia and annexed Crimea. These back-to-back strikes hint at one thing: the Russia and Ukraine war is entering a far more dangerous and complex phase. And it's not just Ukraine and Russia gearing up. The United Kingdom, sensing the rising threat, is putting its forces on high alert and preparing to ramp up military spending. But here's the real question: are these aggressive maneuvers during peace talks a sign that diplomacy is dying? Let's explore. In today's special feature, we dive deep into the recent events shaking Eastern Europe. Ukraine's spider-web operation, the ongoing peace talks in Istanbul, and the rising global tensions they've triggered. Despite the chaos, a pre-scheduled peace dialogue between Russia and Ukraine took place in Istanbul. Surprisingly, even after the attack, Russia chose to attend the talks, contradicting expectations of an aggressive military retaliation instead. Interestingly, Ukrainian delegates appeared in full military uniform, while the Russian side wore formal suits, a clear reflection of Ukraine's wartime mindset and a strong message. They're not backing down anytime soon. During the meeting, President Zelenskyy's long-standing 10-point peace plan was presented. A bold demand for Russian withdrawal from the occupied regions of Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. But Russia, as usual, refrained from disclosing any of its conditions for a ceasefire, leaving observers wondering about Moscow's true intentions. When a Russian delegate was asked about Ukraine's spider-web attack, his cryptic response was, "Wait for tomorrow." And indeed, the next day, Russia retaliated with a Kinjal hypersonic missile strike on Ukrainian territory. Soon after, Ukraine responded again, this time targeting the Crimean Bridge with 1,100 kilograms of underwater explosives. This was the third attack on the bridge since 2022. The damage was severe, with critical underwater structures compromised. The message is clear: these attacks will continue. Meanwhile, peace seems to be slipping further away as the fire of war now threatens to engulf Eastern Europe. Across the continent, fear of a larger war is growing. The UK, a key NATO member and major supporter of Ukraine, is preparing for a potential large-scale conflict. Raising defense budgets and enhancing readiness are all part of this strategic shift. Britain's moves could serve two purposes: strengthen NATO's deterrence, prevent Russia from pushing its aggression further into Europe. This might be part of a long-term geopolitical contest involving not just tanks and missiles, but also cyber warfare, economic sanctions, and information battles. All signs indicate that the Russia-Ukraine war has reached a highly volatile and dangerous phase. Here's why: peace talks are being used strategically, not sincerely, leading to deep mistrust. Secret operations like Spider-Web question the honesty behind diplomatic efforts. Even as leaders sit at the negotiation table, covert military actions continue, shattering the fragile foundation of trust. If NATO and Russia were to clash directly, the threat of a nuclear confrontation looms, a scenario too terrifying to ignore. This arms race, fueled by Western aid to Ukraine and Russia's ambitions, is turning the conflict into an international quagmire. The US has already provided Ukraine with cutting-edge weapons, and there are whispers that elite Western forces like Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, and British SAS may have provided strategic input into Ukraine's spider-web attack. If true, this means the West is more involved than it appears, engaging Russia indirectly through Ukraine. This war is no longer a regional conflict. It's a global geopolitical showdown, a test of sovereignty, international law, and the future of global order. If neither side claims a decisive victory, the war might drag on indefinitely, expanding in geography or in the scale of destruction. Or worse, it could become a frozen conflict, one where occasional skirmishes and tension continue for years without a formal peace. Right now, peace and war are walking a tightrope together, with attacks like Spider-Web and preparations for a potential world war. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has evolved into a multi-layered geopolitical struggle. When diplomacy and battlefield tactics unfold on the same timeline, diplomacy risks becoming just a formality. This is how world wars begin, not in sudden explosions, but through the slow, layered buildup of mistrust, secrecy, and missed opportunities. Dear viewers, what do you think? Is this the beginning of something far more dangerous? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you're the first to know when we release our next in-depth analysis. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware.